Researching high content niches can be done for free and you don't even have to use any software. I will show you how you can start researching high content niches and how you can start making some extra money from your high content books. If this video is beneficial to you, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to the channel if this is the type of content you like. If you are new here, what's up? I'm glad to have you here. My name is Loriesa. Let's just jump into it. In Amazon, they list out all the major categories for items that they sell. One of those categories is books. If we click on books, all of these categories will appear. These categories are niches, but unless you're a celebrity or extremely famous, these niches are way too saturated on their own. For example, Tony Robbins made a book called Money Masters the Game. That keyword money is a very high competing niche. So we would have to go deeper into subcategories involving money. So let's go to Amazon. We go over here to the all section and let's go down to shop by department. What we want to do is just go ahead and click on books and click on books again. As you see, there's Audible, there's Kindle, which is ebooks, and there's more to explore. But what we want to do is go ahead and click on books. And you see this stuff at the top right here. What you want to do is go ahead and scroll down and go to department. And this entire list, starting from arts and photography, all the way down to travel, are niches. For example, a broad niche is business and money. So let's go ahead and click on business and money. As you see, when we click in business and money, there are subcategories to choose from. So this is actually narrowing our search even more. This is going to be called a subcategory. And let's say we even want to take it a step further. Let's click on investing. And under investing, there are more subcategories. And let's go ahead and just click on real estate. And once we click on real estate, it will bring up the best sellers. So as you see, rental property investing is a bestseller. And let's go ahead and see some more. So number 1, rental property investing. Number 2, same thing. Number 3, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Managing rental properties. So as we go through these books, you can see that we are finding some keywords. Rental property, that's a keyword. So what you want to do is go ahead and make an Excel sheet and put these keywords in there for your broad niches. So it will look something like this. And once we find a keyword we like, we need to go ahead and research that keyword even further. So rental property investing is one we can go ahead and search. So let's go ahead and put that in the search bar and see what it populates. As you see, rental property investing, there are over 1,000 results. You see the bestseller right there. And here are some more of these books. I want to show you a little trick. You can say rental property investing, but you can also put for beginners at the end of it, and that will narrow the competition even further. And as you see, that is 644 results for rental property investing for beginners. And honestly, most of the people who are buying these books are beginners, so that's perfect. So let's go ahead and try another example. Let's go ahead and try out sports and outdoors. Within this niche, there's baseball, basketball, biographies. One that I actually really like is survival skills, and that's probably because my dad was in the Army. So let's go ahead and click on that. And as you see, some of the best sellers, this is actually really good. Grid shutdown situation, bushcraft one-on-one, survival hacks. This is actually really funny right here when stuff hits the fan. Survival hacks, bushcraft guide to trapping, gathering, and cooking in the wild, bushcraft first aid. As you see, this bushcraft is a keyword right here. Survival hacks, that is a keyword. And grid shutdown, that is a keyword, and it seems like a fairly new keyword. So let's go ahead and type this in the Amazon search bar. Let's go ahead and say grid shutdown survival book. Only 41 results appear. This is amazing, y'all. This 745 reviews. The Prepper Survival Bible, Survive and Thrive. Y'all, this is a really good keyword to get into right now. Only 41 results, and you know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. So making a survival book would not be a bad idea. And just because we can, let's go ahead and just look at one more example. So let's go ahead and click on crafts and hobbies. Coloring books for grown-ups, that's a good one. Gardening and landscape, that's an actually really good one. There's a lot of things you can do with gardening and landscaping. So let's just go ahead and click on that. And as you see, we click on gardening and landscape, there is actually more subcategories within here. So let's go ahead and just click on greenhouses. So the best sellers for greenhouses, let's see. Gardening, logbook, and planner. Y'all, this is a low content book and it is #1 in greenhouses. That is incredible. #2, no grid survival hacks. No grid survival hacks is in greenhouses. That is a big green flag to make this book, y'all. Greenhouse gardening for beginners. There we go. Hydroponics in greenhouse gardening. Hydroponics is a key word. Cannabis growers. Cannabis is a key word. Aquaponics is a key word. Hoop house is a key word. I've never even heard of hoop house. Let's go ahead and just type it in Amazon and see what the competition is. Hoop house for beginners. 126 results. So basically this is our workflow. It is niche, subcategory, keywords, or niche, subcategory, second subcategory, keywords. And what you want to do is make sure you organize this within an Excel sheet, because you will find a lot of keywords that you can actually start creating for right now. And if you don't know much about the subject, that's okay, because you can go through ghostwriters like Urban Writers to get your books completed. You can even go to Fiverr to get your book cover. And that is another key point I would like to touch on. Make sure when you're going through Amazon, you are actually getting a look at the book covers that are getting good sales, because you want to stay along those color lines and you want to just get that inspiration from these types of book covers. Another key thing is to look through the comments of these bestsellers and look for the negative comments, because the negative comments will tell you what the buyer expected from this book, and you can make sure to add that within your book. Then you can surely outperform your competition. If you want to make some extra money with your books, make sure to check Audible. Since this is a high content book, it can be converted into an audio file and sold as an audio book. Some high content books, such as guides, might be a little more difficult to make into an audio book, but for the most part, if it's a high content book, it is going to be good as an audio book. So let's go ahead and check Audible, and let's check rental investing for beginners. As you see, 52 results. Again, you can click on the name and you can see what types of books this author has published. As you see, they even put theirs in different languages, which is very, very smart. So let's check how to survive with no electricity. There are no results for how to survive with no electricity. Let's just type grid down, and there are 45 results for grid down. This one is from our guy over here in Amazon. Here's another one right here. It was just released this year in January. Y'all, this is a hot keyword right now. I would definitely get into this if you are looking for a high content niche. This is it, because the rest of these books look like fiction books. So let's type in hoop houses. No results for hoop houses. In hoop houses, dealing with polytunnels seems more like a guide, so it would make sense to maybe not have that one as an audio book. As you see, the results in Audible are super low. A lot of people are not converting their high content book to an audio book, and it does take a little bit of extra work, but the payoff is really good. Another important note to keep in mind is you want to make sure your pen is relevant to your niche. You can have your pen name relevant to the overall niche, or you can have your pen name relevant to the subcategory. For example, the main niche for rental investing is business and money. So for example, if you want to cover this overall niche of business and money, you can make a pen name called Business Wizards. Or if you want to focus more on the subcategory, which is real estate, you can make a pen name such as Real Estate Pros. The keywords we found today are all in different niches, so you would want to pick a pen name for each niche. This is important to do because you're setting yourself up to be an authoritative figure in each niche. Once you notice a book with a keyword that catches your attention, be sure to click on the author name so you can see what else they have published under this pen name. And that'll be another way to gain some more keywords under the niche that you like. Remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. Take care.